Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Bad Boys TV. This is the final day of the BCAPL 2017 Wisconsin State Championships. We're coming to you live from the Chula Vista Resort. This is the team division. Yeah, baby. It's gonna get happening here pretty quick. Probably about 4 or 5 more minutes. They are filling out the score sheets now. Interesting. Let's see, we got Bourbon Claw's other crew versus the pitchers' Bad Boys. These teams should be fairly even matched. Their combined Fargo ratings 2770 versus 2658 for an average. For Bourbon Claws, the average is 554. And for pitchers' Bad Boys, the average is 532. So only a 20-point difference. That should make it a pretty good battle. Bourbon Claws is undefeated, so pitchers Bad Boys is going to have to beat them twice. And while we're waiting to get these guys going, please step over and click on that like button. Our sponsors like that, and that allows us to keep bringing the streams to you for free. Let us know if you can hear us in the chat room. Seem to always have some kind of little, I forget to turn a button on or something. Good morning, Grave Tidings. Welcome back. Seems like we were just here a couple hours ago. Just a few more minutes, we'll get this baby rolling. So if you're looking for a good cue, I really like OBQs. Break stick and the OB whip. Great jump cue. Let's see. Yep, looks like they're down there filling out the roster. It is 10 a.m. in the Wisconsin Dells. Get this baby wrapped up today. This is the third place match, and then we'll follow that by the finals. And then you got to pack up all these pool tables, load them on the truck, and head home. Yeah, baby. G-Man is in the room with me this morning.
Good morning, everyone. How are you?
You sound a little too awake.
Well, enough coffee will do that for you.
I gotta have a cup of coffee just to get the blood flowing in the morning.
Just slammed some food down and ready to go. Well, it's 10 o'clock. I don't see anyone yet. Some people kind of...
Yeah, this is third place match. Finals is after this.
Grave tidings. Basically, there's 2 for sure, and maybe up to 3, depending on if it goes to a double dip.
Yep. Semifinals and finals. The ladies finished last night. Man, did they have a battle. Their finals started at, I want to say it was like 10 minutes to 9, quarter to 9.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, and they double dipped, and they got done at like 2:15.
Well, the
They
light
battled
come
it
back on,
out.
so-
It was something else. They were so tired. There was a point where I don't think anybody could make a ball. It felt like 25, 30 minutes of just. But the last set, about 3/4 of the way through, it was like they just got their second wind. It was crazy. I can tell you, I could barely function in the booth. I couldn't imagine playing under that pressure and being that tired. It's brutal on the brain. Well, I'll tell you, I only see one team out there. I thought the other team was, well, they might be out there. I saw a couple guys come in and start hitting balls across the room. Yeah, here comes another body trolling in at the last second.
So day 5, final day here at the 2017 BCAPL Wisconsin State Championships. A lot of good action, though, we've had this week.
Yeah, there's been some really. I wish I had the time to go back and just pick the shots of the matches. Unfortunately, I get home, I'm home for like 3-4 days, and then got to go do another event. But it would be fun to go through and.
I'll tell you that the match that we saw with Tyler, and I forget the other gentleman's name.
Bob McDonald.
Bob McDonald, where he made that jump shot, jumped over the ball about 2 feet.
Yeah,
and
yeah. I am going to try to
split the
go back and
balls
put that
like
one
a
up.
spot shot. It was almost even harder. I think it was to the opposite side of the spot where he back cut the ball after jumping it. That was one of the better shots I've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, I got a slow motion copy of that, and I know which match it was, so it'll be easier to go back and try to find that little clip, and I'd like to post that one. But yeah, it would be nice if I had the time to go back and pick like the 10 best shots of the tournament and do a little video that way. And I mean, I might be able to squeeze that in later in the year. We were thinking the other day that's something we should do for every event, but yeah, the problem is if you don't write down the shot and write down the time and the video that it's in,
It's hard to
then
remember.
you have to go back and find
Right.
it.
Yes.
Because me and Jeremy were just talking about it the other day. It's like, man, there was in our Texas tournament, there was like 6 or 7 that were just absolutely amazing shots. But the problem being, we didn't think about it until a week ago, and the tournament was a month and a half ago.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was sitting up in the room the other night, and I was like, well, I wonder how many matches we streamed in Texas. And I went back and looked, and it's like 60.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's like, yeah, that's going to be a tougher task than we thought.
Almost enough for somebody to do full time.
Well, if there's any volunteers out there, because the only pay we get for the stream is people clicking the like button.
So, what I hear you saying is, please click the like button if you're watching the stream, because that does
make our sponsors happy.
Yeah.
And they help us out a little bit. Obviously, the more likes we get, the more people that subscribe to our channel, the more we can squeeze out of our sponsors to bring you better features like that. Ricky's his eyes look so tired this morning. I feel bad for him because he was here till the bloody end last night. And I don't reckon he's used to those kind of hours.
Probably not, no.
But he's a trooper. He's here ready to referee for him.
That is true. He's raring to go.
He's like, yeah, I jumped out. Trying to be all energetic this morning. Yeah, I jumped out of bed, made some coffee, made some breakfast.
Well, I can assure you that he did. But other than that.
You're over there rolling around under the pillow going, seriously, dude, I could have got a half hour more.
Well, the rooms are separated, but a lot of the shared stuff is in
area?
the same. Yeah, a lot of the shared stuff is where the coffee pot and all the other stuff is where he was conducting his business today. It just happened to be where I was trying to sleep, but that's all right.
Yeah, lucky he's not in the room with the Joneses. We always keep something close to the bed we can chuck at somebody that's making too much noise in the morning.
Oh, that's a good idea. Or you know what you could do? You know what I should have done? And it's really it's really not a nice thing to do. But like I've heard some people say they like take a spray bottle and spray a cat, like if the cat is messing around or misbehaving, they spray the cat. I should have done that with Ricky. You should just had
We've done that.
A spray bottle like right by the side of the bed, so I could just spray him with some water every time he
squirts.
woke me
What
up.
the heck are you doing?
Yeah.
Just a couple squirts and holler no.
Mr. Kevinkins, oh no, not again, as in staticky?
Nah, no static yet. No, he accidentally fell onto this stream and he's been stuck.
Oh, I see.
He's trying to be funny this morning, but the coffee hasn't kicked yet.
Oh, it's probably just
It's a tough crowd. Tough crowd this early. Morning, everybody. Give a big shout out to Grave Tidings, Tony Martin. But could have made that a little harder to pronounce. And Mr. Kevinkins. Those are the ones in the chat room talking to us. I do love my chat room. Gives us something to feed off of. Or feed on.
Getting this started a little later than...
Yeah, they're kind of doodling a little bit. Not a big deal for them. They don't have to move all the pool tables and stuff out after, but ain't no big deal. They got the coin flipping, so they're getting rolling.
So is this what you would, when players take a while to get started, is that what you would define as delayed progress?
Yeah, if they doodle around too much. Here's the thing is, most tournaments, you got to fit things in such a tight window. For example, let's just use this event. Not that we're in a big hurry today, but let's just say that this event had to be done by a certain time to start the next event, or be done for the night and load out. Race to 11 teams, you normally schedule it 2 hours. And it normally takes roughly 2 hours. The best example to do so everybody can understand the math is singles. If it's a race to 5, you schedule it at an hour and a half. That's 10 minutes a game, because the possible hill match is going to play 9 games to get a winner. It'd be 5 to 4. So at 10 minutes a game, that's 90 minutes. That's your hour and a half. So if the players come to the table and they're doodling around and messing around and they don't start for 10, 15 minutes, and if they go hill, they're going to run over on average 15 minutes. Then you have to pack up all your stuff, go to the next table. Now that takes an extra 5 or 10 minutes. So now they're starting the next round 20 minutes later. And what happens is that just keeps piling up, and then you never get a break. You're always behind. And that's just not fair to the tournament flow. Because if it goes hill, you take up the 90 minutes. The matches that get done a little quicker, they get a little more break. They get a get to the next match, get ready, get started, go. It's all math.
So by the end of the day, the tournament can get running pretty far behind because of this.
Yeah, I mean, if this was a full schedule and these guys are, I'm going to guess before they actually start playing their match, it's going to be 10:15. If it goes hill, instead of being done at noon and the next match starting at noon, it's going to start at 12, I would say 12:35, 12:40.
Mm-hmm.
So now you're 40 minutes behind. You're only in the second match of the day. Now, if you get 3 or 4 hill matches in a row and they all kind of doodle around a bit, you can add another 10 minutes to each one. By the end of the day, you're 4.5 hours behind.
So both of these teams are on the one-loss side, right?
Yes, this is the third place match. The winner goes to the finals. Looks like they're still doodling with the roster. Hopefully somebody will get us the roster up here so that we know who to pick on or who to high five when they make that phenomenal shot. 3 syllables already. Actually, that was 4 syllables. See, coffee hasn't kicked in yet.
Nice.
4-syllable word before noon. Woo, yeah, baby. Yeah, it looks like everybody is here.
Now we got a fist bump. I think that means we're about ready to start.
Yep, and nobody's giving me a roster. Bonnie's not paying attention to
I'm
her
going to go on a
phone.
limb here and say Pitcher's Pub is going to be breaking.
Okay, so Pitcher's
first.
Pub, is this them? Yes. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's... Dang, I don't think I got white. I like to try to color code the scoreboard. No white. So let's go with light blue, I guess. What's the other team got?
Same
Everybody's in black shirts, man. And they're in black and white too, so
Right.
awesome. Well, they were supposed to bring me a roster telling us who's who. So this might get a little hairy carry.
Well, maybe they've had to wait. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe
Yeah.
they had to wait until they were completed here. So
Okay. So this is table 1. And pitchers, bad boys, broke, made a ball. And up here on the...
a relatively, excuse me, a relatively nice lane table. It's really the big problem ball here is the 13 ball.
Apparently the room sags in the middle here. I mean, look at this. This is table 1. All the balls are on that side. Table 2, which is right next to it. All the balls are on that side.
Oh, that's funny.
It is funny.
What did you shoot? Did you shoot a stripe there? Or
I
solid?
was doodling with showing
I was watching
everybody
you
how
doodle
the
in the
tables
mist when
lean
he shot.
together.
It looks like
He
took
better have
stripes.
shot a stripe. 'cause
Yeah,
he doesn't.
stripes really looked best to me, at least. He'd sure love some kind of a downward angle on that 9 ball, so he could kind of tap that 13 a little bit or something. I believe he can make it from where it is, but
I think he's got a little bit of a funky leave here. Because I would really want to be on these 2 balls next, because
right.
where the 9 is, I want to shoot it where he's shooting the 15 right now, and he got there. Oh, but he messed up his 9 ball. Yeah, so you didn't want to do that. If he could get here, because where the 9 was sitting, he could shoot the 9 and bump the 7. And
Might
have
try
the
to draw
13.
back into him now, but you got to put a good stroke on this one. 12, shoot the 12 and draw back into him.
I think he's going to draw back and then shoot the 10 and draw back into him. I think he wanted to.
That's a lot of angle. He ain't going to be able to draw that back into him.
Well, I think the 3 is a huge ball right here. Is he looking at a bank?
Cut? A combo.
No, I can't combo that. I didn't see him call a pocket, though.
Oh, he is shooting a bit.
Wow, and
He
got
must
a
have
nice
more
little
room
bump.
there than I thought he did.
Yeah, yeah. Got a nice little bump. This is a tough one.
Well, he's got to come around. I think he's got to come around a couple rails here.
Come around this way.
Yeah, 3 rails.
At 2 balls.
But he has to put some follow on this ball. He's got to put some follow on this ball because I think he's headed right toward the
He
side
can't.
pocket. So
Looking
he's gotta,
out the window, this is a very short distance from there going forward.
Oh, he'll draw the heck out of it then.
Yeah.
Try to fall on the 10.
Try to come behind. Well,
Really bumped it.
apparently that goes through there.
Well, he sure played it like it did, so.
Clearly our eyes aren't open yet.
Well, it's a little bit of a funny angle to be able to tell. He has the benefit of the third dimension that we don't have on the TV screen, so.
Yes, plenty of room. Great shape on the 8.
That was a nice run.
I have no idea who was who, but I will try to.
So first guy breaks and runs here on the.
Yeah, first guy. Nice break and run. That's a great way to start out your morning.
Yeah,
Okay,
it is.
and that's
Heck yeah.
pitcher's
It's a
Bad
good
Boys.
start.
Well, I like the name, Bad Boys. Let's move over to this table. I'll get this scoreboard going. Bourbon is at the table. Just bobbled it a little bit.
Yeah, he had to really finesse that one in because I don't think it went directly in. Had to kind of twist it a little bit.
Yeah, talk about coming out on fire with a break and run. Okay, so we're just going to have to assume that that was Scott for pitcher's Bad Boys. All right, you keep an eye on the score for a minute, and I'll try to fill out their score sheet so we don't get too far behind.
Well, he's got this 2-ball here. His solids are still not sitting in great shape. He can kind of stop it here, float off the rail, try to play that 6-ball up in the corner, or I'm not sure if that's what he's going to try to do or not. Come back underneath that 3-ball. Save the 6-ball. Well, he's kind of fallen in a way now. He's taking a look at that 7-ball. And elects to shoot the 6-ball up into the corner. He's got to get an angle on that 7, and that it's not going to be it. Or he could break out that 4-ball. Can he back cut that 7? Looks like a mighty back cut to me, but might be able to follow that 4-ball into the corner pocket. Not follow it in, but try to squeeze it between the rail and the 13 somehow.
Yeah, to me it looks like that 13's a little deep for that.
It does.
It is. Yeah, you have to have a perfect spin on that ball, bounce.
I don't see where he really has a choice but to try it. He's going to left himself in sort of a position where he's got to give it a
can't
try.
he can't really hide from his opponent unless he can shoot that and draw the. Yeah, I didn't think it was going to fit, and he might have just left his opponent on the.
Yeah, it looks like that
Nice
ball might
little
go
shot
into
in
the
the
side
side.
pocket. It might. I think I might have hit that one a little harder and come out more toward the left part of the table.
Well, to try to get a ball to follow, you need to get it rolling forward. I might have tried to draw the cue ball and get it trapped up behind the 7. I mean, that was a tall order too, but there's a whole lot of places he could go and hide. Well,
They must be second ball breaking because over on the other table that,
yeah, it's
that
all
you see up in the corner, it's all gravitated
to
toward one side again. So they must be electing to second ball break, which is interesting because during singles and scotch and such, almost everybody was breaking head ball.
yeah.
Does not like the look of that 15 ball, so he's 15 ball.
Well, I like to 2-rail over to the 3 ball here so I can shoot the 11 in the side and pull over and try to get on the. Well, he can go this way. Yeah, went too far, I think.
Yeah, he's got it.
Is he gonna go up table this way and over, or does he got enough
think
to
he
just
has to.
roll
He's got a-
forward?
He's got a lot of angle. I think he's going to have to put some running English on this ball and spin it off the rail.
Yeah.
Put some running English on the ball and spin it off the rail.
That's why I said I liked coming down this way over, because to me it's easier to get over there. Because I thought he was going to have a little bit of trouble trying to hold that cue ball to get the right angle to shoot it where he's shooting it now and get behind that 15. This has really got to do with stroke and speed. And
Stay down on the shot pretty nicely.
Yeah.
Well, let's find out if the bank is open early this morning.
Well, it is a holiday. Banks are usually closed.
And by the way, happy Memorial Day, everyone. I know, is it right to say happy Memorial Day?
Yeah, that's. Yeah. It's a strange world we live in, isn't it? I had a friend that posted on Facebook that she was feeling down and out and stuff, and of course, nobody had responded yet. And Facebook says, "Be the first to like this." Like, wow. I don't even know.
Well,
no, I'm not touching that.
At least now you don't have to quote unquote like, someone, oh, my grandma died,
Right, and be the first one to like it.
Yeah.
Hit the like button.
Exactly.
So
at least there's something nice there.
Yep,
All
the
right.
bank is closed this morning.
At least thus far. Well, this seems like a relatively straightforward situation, I would think. Kind of bring it out toward the middle of the table.
Yeah, just shoot and come out this way.
The angle on the 7 to the side is fairly important, and
yeah, I think he can shoot and poke it. I think his cue ball's gonna end up about here, though. I think
it's a little more angle than I think most.
Well, he's gonna do a little
like.
draw, so he's gonna pull out away from it.
Yeah.
Oh, he was a little more straighter than we thought.
Yeah, it looked to me like there's a little more angle there.
Yeah, on those shots, you got to make sure you either get straight in or even just a little higher is better than coming up short. Nice shot, good shape on the 8. Really need him to turn around so I know who is who. Yeah,
That's
Bad
pictures.
Boys. But I don't know which table he is. What table are we on here? That's table 1. Yes, no, that's table 2. Yes. Okay, so that was Corey, I hope. And if we got it wrong, we do apologize. They were supposed to give us a little description of who's who on the table. And we just don't know the players in this area yet. But Bad Boys takes a 2-0 lead.
So they're kind of holding their break a little bit, if you will. So far.
Well, he's trying to make a decision. I will try to get this scoreboard square. If you don't stay on top of it, it's easy to get lost. A couple of games that finish it at the exact same time. Next thing you know, you have no clue what's going on. Okay, so we are on table 1, I do believe.
Trying to
This is
figure
Terry
out.
and Steve.
trying to figure out what exactly to do here. It's
Well, is he going to go behind the 7? Is he shooting the... Looks like he's shooting the 7.
I think he's solids, yeah. He's just trying to figure out. He's to stop this ball more or less, I think. If he can, pocket the ball and stop
Well, if
the
he
ball.
can follow and get behind the... Oh, look. Oh, I thought he was going to hit it coming back.
Oh. See, the reason why I don't know. I was thinking more safety first because
Right, yeah, no, I would have
because
off the
that,
rail, then
to
hit the
me
ball, which
that
would
looks like a
put the cue ball there.
he's essentially given his opponent a chance here where I think playing that as a full out safety might.
Well, and this is not that difficult, really. I mean, he left him straight in. He might have rolled down too far here. and
Oh,
made
he's
it,
perfect. He can just stun that thing right back down the
yeah,
table.
I think he's got the angle just to pull it back this way.
Yep. Yeah, he's going to go forward with it, it looks like.
Okay. Yeah, he's good
Same
there, too.
thing.
Just hit it hard enough. Yes, beautiful. Just don't scratch.
Come up high in the side pocket.
Yeah, way closer to that side than I would have wanted to be. Okay, so we got...
So
right,
Bourbon gets on the board.
Yes. Okay. And the only nice thing here is I know who's on the other table because that's Amy right there. She's the only lady.
that's the easy one to identify.
And don't be fooled. She can play.
Absolutely.
And
She ran a
had
rack last night.
Great run out yesterday.
Yep. Absolutely.
It was not an easy one either.
No. Mm-mm.
Okay, so as long as we aren't too dumb, this should be Amy and Travis. Hopefully we got the right people winning the first couple matches. And Donnie and Dave should be up on the little screen up in the corner. Well, she scratched. That was an unfortunate bounce.
Cue ball found the subway on that one off the 4, so.
She kind of looked like she had the Filipino stroke going there. You see a little bit of a piston pump
Kind of
there.
the loopy.
Yeah, and it was just, but it was very, very rhythmic. She just got an unfortunate bump there.
See, myself here, I like shooting that 5 ball or even the 3 ball first. I want to open up that pocket.
Yeah, to me, aren't those all solids up there?
Yes.
Yeah, so I wouldn't even worry about. I'm getting that. I'm with you. I'm probably going to get that 5 out and try to come down here so that I can shoot the 1 and come right back up this way.
For me, I'd shoot the 3 ball down in the far corner first.
Yeah, you could
and
do
then
that too.
then go 5-1, kind of try to come back out 2 rails off of that. But
yeah, to each their own.
Absolutely.
Oh.
You know, sometimes you wonder, and we don't really know what was going on in his mind, but sometimes I think if you have the specter of, like, not committing to a shot, you know, that can happen.
Yeah, almost like he was uncomfortable with his decision, and that took away from his focus on making the shot. Well, and I'll tell you, I've talked to some people, you know, doing pool tournaments forever. And I'm not saying that's the case here, but a lot of teams will bring a strong woman in because it makes the other team a little uncomfortable. I know that sounds so sexist, but it never bothered me.
Does sound
but
sexist.
well, I know it does.
Just kidding.
But
I know what you're saying.
But the guy has a lot more pressure on him because he doesn't want to lose to the girl. Hopefully, I'll live long enough to see that mindset go away.
This to me is an obvious safety. I would shoot the 4 ball and just leave it right tucked against that 7 ball right there.
I agree. So yeah, there. You know, I mean, that unfortunately that's still the mindset. A guy doesn't. there's a lot of pressure on him. Don't want to lose to the girl. And I'm not saying that's what happened here. I mean, it might still just be too early for him. Smart shot right there. But I have seen that be the case. I'd like to see Fargo.
I've seen actually, there's in my regular leagues, one of my teammates, he ended up playing, there's a 14-year-old
same
male
effect.
that plays in our league, and that's right, Tony Martin. Yeah,
I agree.
She definitely can run rack, so that's not.
Let's sneak somebody like Jasmine Ocean in here.
But as I was saying, I mean it. Playing a younger person or something like that, that's just as hard.
Yes, yeah.
That really is.
And it's a twofold thing. Well, I don't want to lose to a kid. I can tell you when pool was not a natural thing for me. I had to work on it. But seeing a young 14, 15-year-old come in and just play like a god, and to me, it was like, wait a minute. You do not deserve to be that good yet. You have not paid the dues that the rest of us do. But, as I got older and wiser, it's like, hey,
he really loves to clear the balls down on that end of the table first. This is the second time he's had ball in hand. And
and I would want to deal with that 1-4. And the 5 is not sitting comfortable. I mean, if you go 1, you come up.
Well, I would
shoot the 2, 3,
I mean,
5, 1, 4, but I don't want to shoot that combo last.
Right, yes. No,
because things can roll bad. If you're not sitting just right, if you're sitting.
I think it can be made either way, like either corner pocket, but still, it's.
Yeah, but I think he has to now shoot the 2 there, bring the cue ball over here, shoot the 3, then the 5. Now, if you sit too high and you shoot this combo, the 1 will stop here, and the cue ball is going to want to go there.
He's passing it up, shooting the 3 ball now.
Oh, I'm confused. Well, and that's why I like doing amateur pool more than the pros, because you just don't know what they're going to do.
I would have shot, being where he was, I'd have shot the 2 ball there, but
look at that.
Again,
Come
it's
on,
personal
5,
choice.
get out of her way. Well, I'm going to tell you, I think she's got a very good chance of at least stealing that pocket. That 5 might be off a little too far, but she's definitely got to take over that pocket, I think.
Well, Dylan, I don't disagree with that. I don't know that I would have taken it first, but I definitely would have gotten on it as
it would have been the
earlier
second shot at the
definitely
least.
would have been. I would have gotten rid of these balls on this side.
Oh, she missed the 5.
I would have gotten rid of these balls on this bottom side of that 8 ball first, for sure.
Yeah, she missed the 5. Okay, now if he doesn't shoot this combo,
he might be able to make the 4 ball flat out. It's a little hard to tell if he can pass that 1 ball.
I think he's got to shoot the combo, but if you don't shoot these 2 balls next,
he's lining up the combo.
Because that 5 ball is hugely blocking that pocket now.
Oh, the other table.
Oh, who won?
He says, Tony says Donnie. Nice out, Donnie.
Are you sure Donnie got that? We appreciate the help.
Well, Tony
if Tony says Donnie got it, we're going to.
Named him specifically, so.
All right, so that makes it 2-2. We appreciate the chat room so much.
All right, well, now you just kind of shoot the 5 ball, just steer a little clear, just put maybe just a half a tip of running English on this ball.
So you come up and hit the 13?
Yeah, or just come out even fully on the right side of that 13. Yeah, I wouldn't want to mess with that 13 really at all, so just even put low on it, I guess. Just like that.
Yep. Perfect. Now you got an easy automatic
Yeah, I would
towards
just
the 3 shot.
natural shape here. Just don't try to fuss with the side pocket. Just make the 1 ball nice natural angle. Just play the 3 ball up in the top right corner.
All right, so we got Tony in the chat room with us. He's going to be our scorekeeper. Booyah. Need the help, need the help. Oh, just that little funky angle. I mean, he's okay.
Yeah.
You just shoot it
He'll
and
just
bring
draw.
the cue ball.
But I think he'll probably shoot this with a little stun
Just
draw.
a tad, yeah.
A little stun
Just
draw.
he got in my way. You want to go that direction, though.
You know, straight enough, you could almost just draw it back up, shoot the 8 ball on the side, too.
Nice little shot.
Yeah. Well, both of these teams have shot very well here, and so expect this one to be probably pretty close.
Yeah, I would think so. And there he goes. He got that. And then that'll give me a chance to get to the other scoreboard. Okay, so that was pitchers. Pitchers bad boys got that one. And I gotta fix the scoreboard here. So it should be 3-2, right? One, two, yes. You're a lot of help there, G-Man. You got all silent when I asked about the question. Talk until I ask what the score is, and then he gets all quiet.
Last thing I want to do is get blamed for getting it wrong, so I'm just going to...
Well,
I
doesn't
didn't
mean
see
I can't blame you.
I didn't see the break, but again, that's got to be that side break, right? For the balls to just keep clustering on one side.
I think
It's got to be the 2-second ball break.
Wow, if you get a chance, go. Was it the first set or after you left last night? The lady breaks the ball. She hits them pretty hard. But I'm not kidding you. All the balls ended up right there. All but like 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh my Lord. And of course, they were tired and nobody wanted to go for the shot or the breakout. Nobody wanted to give an inch. And it was like, okay, here we go.
Yeah. Well, games like that can take a while. So
Yeah. But, we thought, oh, my God, did she miscue on the break? And we went back and looked because it was on the little TV screen.
So what do you think is happening here? I mean, he's got to fall in the 12. He must be trying to fall in the 12 ball. Some way he can go
right.
bump these balls out or nudge these out or something.
Well,
I almost would just shoot it.
I think these
now.
are all solids here.
No,
So,
there's the 12 ball.
is that the 12?
Yeah.
Sure that ain't the 4?
No.
What's this ball right here? I think this is the 7
I'll
and
stand
the
up
4.
and take a look. Oh, yeah, you're right. Those are all solids.
Right,
I
so
I thought that was the 12 ball.
Oh, if he could have bumped that 9 just a little softer, he bumped it a little too hard. Because I think the 13 will go off the rail, off the 6 and in. And the 9 was sitting right there, and he bumped it over in front of that 5 ball.
Made a rather tenuous situation even a little murkier.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised. If the 13 goes off here, I'm surprised he came down and hit the 9 at all, because he could have come down and hit that. The 6 would have went up table. The 9 would have actually had the same pocket. There's a nice shot, but no reward at all.
Yeah, that...
Any bets on whether he goes airborne?
Boy, I mean, yeah, I would think so. Or at least kick at that ball up table. I sure would not want to mess with those balls.
Did I hit that ball? Yeah, pretty close.
I
don't want to make it.
Well, I would not. Well, I would not want to mess with trying to do anything with that 9 ball. You're
no.
pretty much giving him a free chance to.
love the power of the button.
Yesterday I was remarking on their cue holder. You can kind of see it off to the left of the left side of the screen there. It's kind of a neat little deal.
Well, I think he got a good hit. And look at where he put that cue ball.
Yeah, that ended up
for your next shot, you're jacked up over the entire stack. I think if that's the 4 ball, well, no, because that's going to, well, actually, it looks to me like you can thin that and then come right back to the.
Morning Bengal, how are you today?
What's up, my dudes? I say that, and then I reach to pull my pants back up. I feel like they were sagging a little.
I say, what are you doing over there?
That's how old. Tells you how old I am. What's up, my dudes? Yep, my pants are sagging. I'm just picking on the youth of America. Well, he's trying to get over there for the breakout, and I think he just went too far. He might be able to pull back, but you got to pull back with a strong stroke here to get a spread that's going to be worth anything.
Well, let's look at this. So he shoots the 6. He hits
the 3.
The 3. That's going to
push the 4 up a little.
Push the 4 back up toward where the cue ball is now, and the 6 ball over toward the other side.
It's going to have to be a strong stroke. Yep, that's what I was afraid of. Get pinned in there because you're pulling that whole stack back. If he's got the 2,
I don't think
I'd really have a pocket.
I don't think I'd mess with that, to be honest with you. I'd try to find some way to skim off the side of that 3 ball, off the right side of that 3 ball.
Can he get off the edge of the 2? So he goes like this?
Based on looking at it here, it looks like he's touching the 3 ball, so it's a little hard to tell exactly. If he could, what I would do is I would load up with running English, just try to skim off that 3 ball, bring the cue ball back up table. No, back up the other way if you could.
Wow. Oh, you're talking about going the opposite direction.
Because if you look at it that way,
I don't know if he can get around the 4,
up.
Can he?
You
don't want to run into the 4.
Sure think I'd try. He might not be able to.
We're all up here peeking around the corner.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he can get up table.
I think he's got the 2 ball, and if he does, I think he can hit it and bring the.
He did.
He both
did
of them.
nudge the 3.
Well,
but he did hit his ball first, so it ended up being okay.
That's not bad.
I'm not sure if that was the intent, but it
looks like it worked out for him.
Yeah, it did.
Morning in the chat room. Ricardo's joined in. We got Ricardo, Dylan, Gangbangle, somebody that used the wrong language, Mr. Kevinkins, Dylan, Tony, everybody, welcome. Thanks for your support.
Look at that shot.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, I think this is going to be a great match. We've already seen, 3 really, really strong shots. First game of the match, we had a break and run, which is too damn early for that.
You know what would be interesting, and it's probably too late for this, but to know in the future if there's some way to know what their individual Fargo rates are.
Yeah, I could have brought that up if. Okay, so that's Bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
That was a nice shot.
That was a great bank shot.
Okay, I do believe we had the score correct on that one.
That's one of those ones where you leave the table and you think, oh, yeah, at least.
Got him.
I'm going to get back to the table at least. And then the guy makes that shot, and all of a sudden you are. I think he's left in the bank in the side.
Okay, so that should have been Aaron that won that first one.
Left on the bank in the side. In fact, he's even with the 13 ball there. It's even the 13 ball is blocking like half the pocket, but it's on the other side, so that one ball definitely is accessible to the side.
Yeah, especially on a diamond, you can
Not
tighten
saying
that
it's
up.
an easy shot, but it's and he's shooting stripes. But we just switched to this camera, so hard to
Yes.
tell what it was.
G-Man's got us all over the place. Oh, you better nudge it. Better nudge it.
Well, he did.
Well, you wanted to nudge it from the side, not the top. It's a nice little shot.
Yeah, I saw this gentleman play yesterday. He's strong. He played their 25th game yesterday. They were hill with another team. He played their last game and run out, and it was a pretty tough run out, but he got out.
Well, here I shoot a stop shot because I want the angle, and
Right, because you want to come on what is the lower half of that
I want
13 ball.
Right. I want to be on the low end so that I tap it in and roll up the table so I can shoot the 12 down here in the bottom right.
Doesn't have a lot of angle though, but
No,
I mean
but
he's
a
a
two-railer with
very
some
good
right-hand
shooter. So
anglers should bring
I
him.
think 3. He's going to
Three.
hit up about the 3rd diamond on that.
Right there.
So I said 3rd diamond.
I said 2-rail, you said 3.
I thought
Apparently
he might try.
we're both speaking two different languages.
Well, I thought he
this
might
morning.
go back up to the short rail at the top
okay.
and come back down.
Poor Ricky over there. Look at him. Somebody gonna have to put a hinge on his neck, I think. He's got to be tired. I'm tired. And
What about me?
standing
I'm
there.
tired too.
What do you mean? You took a nap yesterday. You're too late now. You done told us you took a nap.
I was just kidding.
Well, too late. Yeah. All right, so Bourbon's got that one.
That was a nice out. That was
Yep,
a well played. That was a well played out.
That should have been Terry, I do believe. So let me score that, and we'll jump over to the other table where Amy should be playing, unless I've totally jacked something up.
Good morning, Goldie. How are you today, sir?
Let's see. Do we got Amy over here? I hope so. Yep, she's got the cue in her hand. All right, so I do believe we're still on the same right track for the score.
He's got the stripe here. A little bit of a tough shot in the side.
Off the 5?
F5 doesn't looks like
5
it's
looks
a little
too
far
low,
forward.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I think he was wishing for some really good things there.
Did he get a rail?
Yeah, the 5 ball, I think, nudged the rail. Well, I'll go back and look. Wow. Okay, normally we have a little more delay than that. All right, I'm watching. That way you can watch her too. No rail. He did not get a rail.
Well, I'm not a referee for nothing, you know.
Well, you're paying too much attention to this match, dude. I'm over here thinking, man, I don't want to move these pool tables today.
Well, I'll tell you what, Dylan, she can play too. She's a player.
Yeah, she plays pretty good, pretty strong. I'd put her on my team. She's almost got that Alex Pagulayan stroke. just
I
that
think
little
she probably could have really
engine
have
stroke.
been. She's on the wrong side of this ball, I
Yeah,
think.
she's gonna have to bank that 2 ball.
Yeah.
She shoots straight.
If
I'm
she,
not sure she got over far enough, did she? She caught it cross corner. I mean, she doesn't even walk down there to look at it.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a tough time. Good
I
morning.
have to go look at those kind of shots.
Good morning, Southern Cal. How are you today? Good morning, everyone. At least it is here in Wisconsin.
The Wisconsin Dells. It's a nice little place.
Very nice. Tourist town, kind of about halfway between the Twin Cities and Chicago.
I have to make sure I avoid Chicago going home. I can't stand driving through that area, especially in a semi.
A little busy. Little busy sometimes.
I drove through there one time in the middle of the night on purpose, thinking, hey, I didn't want to go the 47 miles out of my way. I should have. I think it was like 11:30 at night for some reason. The traffic was just, it was crazy. Oh.
Well, he's going to let her back to the table.
Well, he ain't going to give her much, but
Yeah, a little thin
If
cut
she's-
here.
if she doesn't want to try to cut it, which is a tall order, then I would definitely try to thin it like that.
You guys
you
are
gotta
going
keep the cue ball down.
to Ohio next? Is that what I...
Yep, Ohio.
Ohio next?
Gonna go home, chill for a few days, try to wrap up some paperwork and stuff, and she's going for the bank. Wow.
Oh.
Look at
Just
this.
missed it.
Roll, cue ball, roll.
How many times have you had somebody do that to you?
Oh,
Isn't that
miss a shot. But usually they miss the shot way worse than that and hook me with the ball. Talking about the other commentator is G-Man. Professional. He's a professional. Okay, so that is pitchers. Bad Boys got that win. They want to know who the other commentator is. Don't you think it's kind of rude that they call you a commentator? It's funnier if you're in Idaho.
you need more.
Terrible.
You need some more coffee.
It was terrible. Okay, so I got the score right there, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. It's 4-4.
Close match so far.
Yes, it is.
Well, I mean, obviously, it's 4-4, but well played by both sides in general.
Uh-oh. He's breaking.
Yeah, we must have missed a score.
Crap.
Go back,
Yeah, who won between Donnie and...
go back to the other stream.
Damn it. Damn it. Are you kidding me?
That's a long rack.
Okay,
There we
so
go.
Bourbon's at the table.
So Bourbon won that one.
Okay. I don't know what happened to our... who was our score guy?
Well, I think he's from the bar as the other people, so I don't.
So
think
you're not going
wants
to tell us?
He doesn't want to tell us when the one team scores.
All right, so Bourbon got that. So that was Donnie. No, because that was Donnie, and he told us Donnie won earlier. So I don't know what's up with that. I think we lost our scorekeeper. Okay, let me get the score right. So Bourbon took a win when we weren't paying attention. I'll tell you what, it's not easy to keep the score correct.
Well, these balls are not really breaking out all the time in a way that's easy to run out. that second ball break is kind of a blessing and a curse sometimes, isn't it?
All right, we'll watch this table. Okay, so
Oh, he felt bad on that ball. Not happy with that leave at all on the other table. He was on a nice run out and kind of hooked himself on his own ball.
that's rough.
He'll shoot this 2 ball next year,
Okay.
most likely. Or maybe not. Let's think.
I
Let's get
think
a
this
good
is
better
Greg
look
and
at that
Dave, I
angle.
hope.
He's shooting the 4 ball. There we go.
Is this Greg and Dave, Tony? You're in the chat room. You know these guys. Is this Greg at the table?
Interesting, he didn't shoot the 2 ball there. I guess he's got to cut up the rail and prefers that over the thin cut he had the last shot on it.
Well, I think I got him right. Oh, he says this is Terry at the table. Okay, so they did it the opposite way on me? All pool players look alike, and that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, Greg's at the little table in the corner. All right. Okay, you gotta stay alert, Tony. You let us down there for a minute. It's so much easier when you know the players. Oh, Bonnie's sending me pictures of score sheets. That could be bad. Well, she took it sideways, too. She's got the score.
Sending it so you can
4
corroborate.
to 5. And she's got it the other. She's got Bad Boys 4.
Well, that's
Okay,
what our
so we're
screen
right.
shows. Yeah.
Okay, cool. We're good. Love my woman. She's trying to help us out. Hardest wookin'? Wow. I need to go see a Star Wars movie or something. Hardest working woman in the pool industry, if you ask me. Wow.
Somebody's got to keep you in
Somebody
line.
took my Wookiee.
Somebody's got to keep you in line. This guy's a player. He's I'm not sure what his Fargo rating is, but he's a player. He runs out pretty much every time he gets to the table that I've seen.
And this is Terry. Yeah, well, and I'll tell you, here's something everybody should listen to. Terry was here an hour before I got here. When I walked in the room, he was the only guy here, and he was hitting balls.
That was a really nice out.
That was very nice out. So, dedication to the game.
Bourbon is
starting to pull away a little bit.
well, they got the first team to go up by more than one.
Yeah. Come on, scoreboard. Yeah, Terry was in here warming up an hour before I even opened the door. All right, so now we're watching Greg and Dave. Don't forget to hit that like button. You know you ain't got nothing else to do. The more you guys hit that like button, well, you can only hit it one per match, but hit the like button.
So what are you thinking here? 4, then the 5 in the corner, 1 kind of float out, shoot the 1 back down to the other corner toward the 2. How do you get down to the 2 from here?
Right. I think you have to go 5-1-2. Now, that's not the 4 on the side, is it? It's 12 ball right there.
Right. Yeah, that's
Okay,
a,
yeah,
that's
I
a
like
straight.
shooting the 5 down here in the corner and rolling forward.
You got to flirt with the 14 ball. Is that the 14 ball a little bit?
I think he has to hit and,
Yeah, and
come
come
to the
back
rail.
out. Right.
But
Yes.
I think you almost want to come out so you're like right here. So you can shoot that.
It's a little straight though, isn't
And
it?
the cue
You
ball
have
will
to
go
get
right
sort of
through there.
an angle to stun it around those balls or something. Angle's very important here.
Oh, and he was trying too hard and came out way too far.
Yeah, I think he was going to try to follow it so he could come off that long rail back
Right.
out.
Yeah,
for
you
the
almost
two
want to
ball.
be like right there because you hit it, this ball is that angle.
Mm.
And with a little pop follow, you'll go right through there. I don't like shooting this one next, but I think that's all he's got. That 9 ball.
Well, he could shoot the 11, I think, in the side. Kind of, or get the 14 ball.
Does the 14 go in the corner here?
I think so. Oh yeah. That ball definitely passes the 8 ball.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, then I draw
Bring it
back
over
to
for the
rail.
11. Yeah, bring it
draw
back
back.
to the long rail for the 11.
Yep.
Or
Oh, he didn't bring
not.
it back at all.
No.
So apparently he's going to shoot this ball here,
Yeah.
roll forward, probably shoot the 9 there and come over.
Well, the 11 doesn't look like it goes in the side, so I don't like going side to side like that, but I guess it's a matter of personal preference.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I thought he'd just shoot that and just roll forward a little bit, and I would have put the cue ball about right here, and he'd have the same shot and just come right over. Because I don't want to be that far away. And
Well, I sure don't like where that 11 ball. I mean, that's for me. That is my least favorite place for a ball to be on the table, almost.
Well, yeah, because it appears. Well, let me step up and he's gonna get there, maybe.
Can he make it?
Yeah, I think he's just enough past
he
the.
can, but yeah.
I think I'd have taken that shot a lot earlier. But
Well, when he shot that 14 ball, it looked to me. When he
yeah,
shot that 14 ball, it looked to me like he could have just kind of drew it back and shot the 11 ball then. But
Right. Actually, it's the 13 ball.
13 ball.
But we all know what you meant.
Yeah.
Meantime, in another world, we got a nice little crowd in the room for the last day of the event. And a holiday. You'd think most people would just go do whatever they want to do before the weekend is over and they got to go back to work. I don't know about you, but I like to let my stroke go here. Shoot this with some inside.
For sure. And I also don't think it would be
And
that
you
wrong
might not
just to
have
come back out either. But
Right. I just like to go. I always like to go. To me, forward works better. I just feel more comfortable with it. Because in this particular shot, if you come back out, a lot of people tend to hit it too hard. Because they try to make sure that they can still get that little draw spin. He's okay here. He hit that real nice.
sure did. Used some of that outside English, just kind of floated back off the top rail there.
He must have been off the rail up here a little farther than I thought he was.
We were talking a little bit about that last night, Southern Cal. What's your favorite pool movie? That was a nice out there. So, gonna go pictures. Puts another one on the board.
What are you watching? You better be careful. You're gonna turn into Brett Baker over here. He hasn't
Is
made.
it that pitchers? No.
Well, it is, but that 8 ball ain't in the hole yet.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh no, this guy is not. That guy's not missing that shot. I can tell you that.
All right. I'll let you slide this time, but Brett did that, and the guy was way easier than that. The guy just shot it right into the rail. And be careful. Don't want to be that guy. Nothing.
Got railed
got
just
it.
at the
Wow.
last second.
That was close. Close.
You know, that is a good question, Mr. Kevin Kins. I guess patterns, if you watch the better players, you can watch patterns. You can also see one of the things that I watch for are how they transition up and down the table. And so I guess that's patterns, but it's also sort of the angles they take and
The
what
path
side
that
of
they take
balls.
to move from
Yeah,
ball to ball.
yeah, exactly. It's like,
Yep.
do they stun the ball down? Do they go down one rail or two rails? It's
Forward or back.
right. Those are
key things from shot to shot.
yes.
He said Bourbon won the last one. Did I not score it up there? I might have scored it backwards.
Mm.
All right, Greg won it, right? Is that what you're telling me, Tony?
Well,
I told you guys all the
let her
pool
back to
players
the
look
table
alike.
again.
All right, 7-4.
So take one off of
2, 3,
pitchers
4,
and add
yep.
it on to Bourbon.
Yep. Gennaro's not being very
You only have
helpful here.
2 tables to keep score on.
I
and you
can't handle it,
even do
man. I'm not going to lie to anybody. I told you guys, these people in the chat room need to jump up and give me a hand. Said Tony's helping me out. Is that the right score? We're gonna stay right there for a minute. See what happens.
She has a good chance here to.
Don't get behind it. Don't get behind it. Yikes.
No, she's got it.
Yeah.
She's got it, but she's gonna have
I
to
think
just
she
kind of
has to
flow
be
forward.
way up here, doesn't she?
She's gonna have to try to float it forward and just shoot that long shot down the rail. I think. I don't think she's gonna try
to be straight on that?
Yeah, I don't think she's gonna. I really don't.
Oh, yeah, she has to get straight on that.
I don't really
ball.
think she's gonna try to draw it back out. Do you?
Well, she either has to be here, or she has to get to the other end, or she's banking.
Yeah.
Because that 8 is hanging over the edge of this point.
I think this is one of those shots where you just roll forward and take your pill. I mean, just to.
Well, you got to be straight enough you don't
Yeah.
scratch. That's the thing. Well, I think she's okay. You got to shoot it hard enough with a little bit of follow to. I think she's going to end up hitting that 11.
She looks like she's lining up to really.
Oh, nope. You gotta hit it.
Mm.
Gotta hit that a little harder.
Yeah, that is
A little
not
more
the.
power through.
I don't think that's the shape that. Obviously, is not the shape she's
She's
looking
gonna
for.
spin around in 2 rail. Oh, she call it down here in the corner?
Most that's where she made it. Did she call it? I don't think so. Her body language.
She's high-fiving her team. Did she call that?
I don't know. It did not initially look. She didn't seem that excited about it when it was going.
Yeah, but she's high-fiving her. I don't know. We're gonna have
All
to
right,
get Bonnie
let's get
to
somebody
go over
on the
and check
case over there to, if they wouldn't mind,
Okay,
to
let's
check
fix
it out.
Let's fix the score here, and we're gonna be short Amy's score with whatever happened there. So this should be 7-4, and Amy's score is not up yet. I can't tell by her body language, but then she high-fives her teammates.
Yeah, that's okay. I don't think any of us really saw what was going on there, Tony.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
We saw it, but I don't know if she called that
Bonnie,
or not.
can you go check that out? Ricky's over there talking to Bonnie, so now she's not listening to our stream.
All right, Bourbon has a chance to get a game on the wire here.
Okay, you focus on that. I'll try to see if I can alert Bonnie
I think he's hooked himself ever so slightly on that ball, so he's going to have to go slightly airborne. I mean, he's jumping less than a quarter of the ball here. Nice shot. Wow.
Bonnie, can you go?
Powers that
I
one
think
in.
she's listening to now. That was nice. Bonnie, can you go see if Amy won her last game? We couldn't tell if she called that shot
Well,
or
Bourbon definitely puts one on the board there. That we know.
All right.
So.
And do you know which guy that is? He's like, no. Nice out for Donnie. All right, Tony's got his stuff together again for us. Donnie's on fire. I think Donnie's won all his games. Yep. Bonnie has not went over to see.
Wow, big break on the other table. Wow, that was a. Can we flip to the other table for a minute?
Yeah.
Please,
Yeah.
thank you.
Okay, I got the right score here. Oh, that's a nice spread.
Yeah, he blasted those balls.
And while we're here, I'll give Bourbon their 8th game. Now, the score could be off by 1. Well, it's definitely off by 1, but we
At
just
first
don't know
glance,
who it goes
to me, it looks like Solids is going to be a little easier. It doesn't have a great opening shot on a stripe anyway, so Solids might end up having to be the choice. His opener, it's a little tough. He would have to take that 7 down to the corner probably.
Bonnie says she's pretty sure that Amy won.
Oh, rattles the 7. That was not the easiest shot, really. Dylan, this is G-Man. Hi, good morning, afternoon, wherever you're at. And yeah, I play leagues. I'm tournament player. I'm a CSI referee and team leader down at Nationals. We do watch movies, that's for sure.
We watch good movies, Adam. Morning. Been picking on Adam all week.
I've seen probably almost every pool video known to man as far as like instructional videos and trying to improve my play over time, I think.
Yeah, he even bought a few of my DVDs. That really helped his game a lot. In case you guys haven't seen any or know what they are, it's what not to do, pool shots and strokes.
Well, that's easy. What not to do, don't become a tournament director and stop playing pool.
It will ruin your game.
Here's a simple equation. Too much time being a tournament director or referee equals balls off your run count. So that's an easy.
I'm down to 2.
Efren Reyes movie. I'm not aware of that one.
Did you know Efren is epically huge as an actor in the Philippines? Very, very popular.
For real?
For real. This is a true story. We were at Epcot Disney World one year, and the rain just started pouring down. So we tucked up under a building. We knew a spot, so we tucked up under there. And it was like one of the only places you could get under shelter and smoke. So we're sitting there talking and having cigarettes, and this Filipino guy just starts talking to us, and we're talking about stuff. And he asked me if I knew anybody from the Philippines. I'm like, oh yeah, I know Efren Reyes and Bustamante. And he's like, Efren?
Or Colo.
Efren Reyes? I'm like, yeah. He goes, oh, he's a great actor. And he starts telling me about Efren being in movies. And I'm like, well, I just know him from pool. I didn't even know he was in a movie. And he's like, pool?
He plays pool too?
Yeah, the guy was like shocked that Efren played pool. I was like, I thought everybody in the Philippines played pool. That just cracked me up.
Well, I mean, Efren is kind of like the Yoda of pool. It's sort of interesting, that's what he would be known for in some circles.
Okay, well, Bonnie says Amy won that match.
Well, then, yeah, absolutely. That was one heck of a shot.
Man, she did not act like that was as good of a
No.
shot as it was.
Yeah,
So, wow. To make a great shot like that.
Yeah, it's just kind of
it-
went
meh,
back and did a little
do it
high
every
five.
day.
You know,
Do it every
that's
day.
funny.
So we're going to score Amy with that win. So it's a little closer than it appears.
Objects in the scoreboard may be
No,
closer
it's
than
not,
they
'cause
appear.
Amy is on Bourbons.
Yes.
So, damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Let me fix this. Good Lord, I'm struggling with the scoreboard today. Good thing team event's only a day and a half. If it was all week long, everybody'd just quit watching because they would never know what the score is.
9-4.
9-4. There we go.
Thank you, Tony.
I got it right, man.
Kind of
What you
corroborates the madness in here. So
we got Bourbon up at both tables.
Rattled that ball. Can't really see it that well, but definitely saw it rattle. Turns it back over. Left him a pretty tough little shot here.
Yeah.
Might have to end up trying to bank that 14 ball or bank the 9 ball, I think. He's
Can you just cut that 15 down in there?
It's closer to that side pocket than you think it is. It's about the third diamond. I mean, he can, but that is a super, super thin cut.
Well, Mr. Kevinkins in the chat room says they announce the score before each serve. Yeah. Okay, see this? Before each serve. Yeah. I don't have that skill. I'm an amateur. Well, he's going to play it safe. If you're going to play that's okay. I'll tell you what, when I play it safe, I would have drawn it back just a little. I want it jammed up on that 8. I want you jacked up. I don't want to give my opponent
Well, he's got a chance at a jump shot here. I don't know. That is not an easy jump shot if that's what he elects to do.
Well, at least he's tall.
It's reasonably close to the 8 ball.
Well, and really the jump shot here, if you're going to shoot it, I think is the 2 ball. If you're going to jump for the hit, or to make.
Well, it's less ball that he would have to jump for one.
You only got to jump.
Right.
A little bit. It looks like he's going to 2-rail.
It's a pretty straight line.
The trick here is not to put too much English on it, 'cause I think he's got to give it just a little bit, or he'll go long. He'll go on the left side of the 3 if he doesn't give it a little bit. Yep, you have to give it a little more English. You want to try to get it to bounce and tighten up on that. Okay, me and Kenny are pretty sure that this is the same person. Because Adam gets in here and he wants friends and nobody will talk to him, and then all of a sudden Mr. Kevinkins hops in there, and then they just get all chit-chatty together. Okay, so up here on the top, I think to me that looks, well, we'll see in a second here. Yeah, I think he's going to be shooting the 8. So pitcher's Bad Boys is at the table on the little screen, and he's on the 8. Called it in the side. made it. And that would be table 2, I think. Should be. I'll mark that score in a second. Okay,
Come out of that okay. Kenny's probably at the tournament desk or still sleeping. I'm not sure where Kenny is.
Kenny's sleeping. I'll guarantee you Kenny's sleeping. He's like, can I sleep in the morning? Like, what the heck? You're the child of the family. He comes in late. He left earlier than we did. Me and Bonnie were here till the bloody end. And I need more sleep. You guys probably won't get to hear Kenny in the booth today. We got to load up all these tables and all the equipment today also. And the little TV Amy broke. That's really the only player I can keep straight.
Pitchers is, this is an important game for them. They are trying to kind of even things up, and right now they're a little behind.
Yeah, I mean, Bourbon only
they really
needs
can't
2.
afford,
You can't afford to
lose
Yeah.
anymore. So
you lose one more game, that puts a ton of pressure when your opponent's on the hill. At least you don't feel as much pressure if they got a couple they got to win. Nice shot, but did not control that cue ball.
I think he might have got away with it.
I have to get up and peek.
A thin cut, but I
Oh,
think he might have got away with it.
that's probably pretty close to a 90-degree cut. Yeah, 85 degrees. He's got to be shooting he's shooting the cue ball away from the pocket to make that cut.
Right. For sure.
And then it's going to go wild. Hey, hit it good. Got some inside English on it, too, and held it all up. That was a critical shot.
I would expect him to make this 8-ball, but I've seen people have a tendency to sort of overcut these balls, yeah.
Yeah, don't worry about where the cue ball's going because the scratch is not there. Just focus on making it.
Well, if you really nail it, it could come back down into the same pocket it is now.
Well, you're not supposed to hit it that hard. I think he's going to run into the 4 anyway.
Or he's going to shoot that thing perfect.
All right. Well, they needed that one. And that would have been... Travis got that.
So that makes her 9-6 now. Both teams trying to make it to the finals. Loser goes home with 3rd place.
Well, Donnie coming to the table. Donnie hasn't lost yet for Bourbon Claws. Let's go ahead and switch over to the other one where Amy's playing. Amy made one hell of a kick shot on the 8 the last game. Good Lord, what's the score? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 9-6. Oh, did Amy end up? Oh, she's shooting solids.
Yeah, she ended up a little funny off of that one.
I think the 3 would go.
Oh, yeah.
She hit that really heavy. But I think the only thing she gave up is that 13 ball, which is no easy shot from there, if he can even hit it towards the pocket.
Yeah, there's not much there. Leave them long, leave them wrong. That's what they say.
You're going to shoot a combo, 11-10. Well, that's
Might not have much of a choice.
you
Can't
just
even
called
really
it.
hit the 13 ball, I don't think, so. Ooh, almost pulled off a really nice shot there.
Well, now that 11 ball's a little messed up. And I think the 3 goes.
It does. The 8 ball's rough.
So Amy could do a little damage to him right here.
Yeah, for sure. 8 ball needs to be somehow nudged out or something. Or real precise shape up here by the 13 ball.
Well, if you get in the right position on the 3, you can get to it a couple of ways if you clear out everything else. You could always get in a position where you could follow down and put the cue ball in this area.
Right, yeah.
I think that's a little farther than she wanted, but the 5 will go there.
Probably end up, playing the 5 into that corner.
Well, yeah, you almost have to leave the 3 to your last ball anyway, because that's your shot to the 8. All right. Very interesting fact of the day there, Goldie. Oh! Man, I think she was sitting in a real good spot there because
For sure.
she could have made that 1 there. The cue ball was coming to the 3.
I think I would really want to try to use this 9 and break out that 13
Yeah, I think
if I could.
I think I want to.
Or I guess
go
it's
for
not
the
the
kill
13
right
ball.
here.
That must be the 11.
Yeah, it's 11. I'd want to go for the kill right here myself. Nice shot.
Yep. Very nice speed.
Very nice.
He even played 13 ball up in the other corner right now.
11.
11.
Very nice. Now you just shoot this. You can either come this
Just
way,
really got to watch out for
or
the
you
3.
can do
That's
the
all.
draw and come up this way.
Just
Either way,
be mindful of your speed and angle so the 3
think
ball doesn't come
I'm
into
going
play.
for coming up this direction myself, just cause. Oh, gotta love a diamond
Somehow
table.
I just knew that 3 ball was gonna,
my cue ball would be sitting way up here. Gotta love a diamond though. If that was a valley, he'd be sitting up against that 3 ball. 2 rails, 3 rails, just like that.
That's a nice shot.
That's the way I go.
Yeah.
To me,
It's a
it's just so
nice shot.
natural. Well, check this out, ladies and gentlemen. Pitcher's bad boys are not done.
No, they're trying to make a match of it here.
That's what I like to see at the end of a tournament. No give. Just keep fighting. Rolls will start coming your way eventually. Or you get those great shots to pop up where everything goes right. Just keep on fighting. I had a whole different train of thought there and lost it. It's getting tight here. He's jacked up.
That's a tough shot.
Jacked up like that distance, that thin of a cut is definitely.
Mm-hmm.
clearly the 5 ball doesn't go. Yeah, well, now he's going to look at it. I think he's shooting that in the lower left hand.
Yeah, he is in the corner.
Oh. And Bourbon is back at the table.
Oh, the break.
However,
break on the other table. It was a nice break. Scratched straight in his side pocket, though, so incoming player has ball in hand.
This 13 ball looks like it doesn't fit through there. He's going to break it out now, though, because the only shot he's got is that 10 ball. Super thin cut. Oh.
Oh, that got a little funny, didn't it?
Oh.
Kind of skirted off to the side on him a little bit. You have to cut that ball all the way down.
Can he see it all?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, from here it looks like he might be hooked just a tad bit.
No, I think he can hit it. It's
on the rail.
I
Got to squeeze by that 4 ball.
I don't think this is anybody's
tough shot.
I don't think this is anybody's favorite shot. Off the rail, cut it thin down the rail, but
you don't want to have to shoot this one for the money, that's for sure.
Little overcut into the rail.
Woe is me. Well, pitcher's bad boys are at the table. I do believe on both tables, are they? Whoa, where are you going? Where are you going?
He put some mustard on that one. He really wanted to come
Better
back
amp
out.
it down a little bit there. Should be pretty good right here. 5 stop, 4 stop, 6. Actually, I would probably let my stroke loose a little bit with that 6. I'd try to just follow the 4 so the cue ball is closer
nice
to the rail.
natural angle.
Yep. Just like that. Now, do you play it for the corner shape?
No,
Or do you
I
play for the
come
side
back,
shape?
go straight forward with it and try to float back out for the side pocket.
A lot more room for error that way. Just like that. Roll. Better roll. Perfect. Watch out, folks. They're going to make this one
Yeah, we've got a match.
very tight now.
They were up at 1.4 games.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, is Amy playing on the top table, or did I totally lose who was playing where?
No, I don't believe so.
I don't know what the dang score is.
She's standing kind of in the back with her arms folded back here.
Okay, well, I know the pitcher's badge just won that one.
And they just got another
the other one. Boom.
How about that?
Was he playing Amy? I think he was. I hope he was, or I'm totally lost on who was playing who.
He was playing. He was playing the.
Maybe I just didn't mark Amy's game on the board.
Let's put it this way. I'm not sure exactly who he was playing, but definitely was not Amy.
Okay, so let's see if we can figure out who's who here. I think we might have missed a score. All right. Where's my Tony? Greg is on the small table. Okay, so yeah, I probably missed. Did Greg win that one?
Well, what team is Greg on?
Greg is on the other team. He's on Bourbon. All right, Tony, did Greg lose? Okay, Aaron is on the small table. Terry's on the big table. Wow. Yeah, apparently I quit marking stuff on this score sheet here. All right. So the big table is table 1.
9-9, Tony says.
Well, I got the score right. I didn't have it right on the paper. Terry is on the big tables. Terry is on
Yeah, that's definitely Terry.
table 2. Aaron's on table 1. And it is 9-9. Okay. Yeah, I forgot to mark the last 2 on the paper. We had them right on the board, but not on the paper.
Made a ball, and I think he's
gonna have to shoot.
I think he's gonna have to shoot stripes.
No,
no, he's got the 3 ball.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm shooting the 7, making the 11 or 13. I mean.
Well, he can make the 13 straight.
Yeah, but I like shooting that because now your cue ball's right here. Because this is all solids. You got your cue ball right here.
Well, he may
and
like
you got
to do that.
Everything right there. To me, it's just easier to control. Be the cue ball up there.
He's
gonna drift
thinning off the. I like thinning off the 11, coming back down.
Well, you guys all have better eyes than I do because now he's a long ways away from that next shot.
True, but has a natural angle to kind of go into that 14-9.
What is next to the 9?
14 ball.
Okay, so he's got all stripes jumbled
He's shooting
up
15
together.
ball right now.
Yep.
Yep, just like that.
Oh, okay. For a second there, well, he's going to have to break out the 9, but he's got perfect shape to do that right now.
I don't know if he has to break out the 9. It's pretty close. But if he does, I mean, this guy can play it. So if he needs to break it out,
this is the guy you want at the table.
Yeah,
where it's
absolutely.
9-9. I'm telling you that right now.
He nudged it just enough to kind of bring it out a hair, make it even a little easier, I think.
Get off the rail. He's okay, but I'd have liked to got off that rail to be able to control that cue ball a little better.
I think it's definitely going to go off the 3 ball. Probably up toward the side pocket or that third diamond a little bit.
Shoot that and bump the 3. And I think it sends him
right
in
get
this
that 3
direction.
ball out of the way, though, because that 3 ball is going to kind of roll over.
Right into the
10
way.
Ball.
Yep, he's okay.
No, he controlled it.
Yep, he's okay.
It.
Well, now you just poke over here. Shoot the 8 in the side. Just shoot that right in.
And
you can either go drift out and come over.
Bourbon has a shot at the 8 ball on the other table. Mm-hmm.
Bourbon's gonna try to put this over right now.
Well, this is no easy shot though on that other table.
Yeah, let's switch over and check out that shot. Because on this table, the table we were watching, he's sitting pretty nice on that 8 ball.
Yeah, he does not play. He's all business.
And he got it. So that gives Bourbon the win there. They're on the hill.
And at the table with the 8 ball shot on the other table.
Yes, they are. This is it right here.
Banks
and he goes for the
corner,
bank. Goes for
not
the bank.
going to make it.
No.
Not going to make it.
Well, talk about pressure.
Pitcher's still with some life in it.
Talk about some trouble in the heartland right there. That's pressure. Your opponent's got the 8 right in the jaws. You got balls all over the table. And the first shot is the one that leaves that lump in your throat. Well, here I'm just shooting that ball right there and just drifting on down the table. Try to get in this area so I can go ahead and use the balls that are closer to the pocket to start getting my shape into a little bit better position. Well, that'll work too. How about you? 10 ball in the corner.
I don't know. I don't really like the way that
11, 14. Now you're going away from everything. Come down here. Then that ball. Then the 12.
I think he's going to be fine.
Oh, no.
Yeah, see, it's just the angle looked a little funny to me. I didn't really like that much.
Yeah. Pull back then.
He'll shoot the 14 ball here.
13 still goes by that 8, I do believe.
Yeah, I
It's
believe
just
that
a little
is
bit
true.
tighter. Little pocket just got a little smaller, though.
I'm kind of a little surprised he didn't just draw that ball.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'd come back. You can't.
Yeah.
You don't want to bump.
By bumping it, he really took a chance that it didn't go up on,
and
somehow on that rail with the 8 ball.
He's in a little bit of funk right here. It's a funky position to be in.
Well, this is the point where you have to kind of retake control of the table. He can shoot the 11, but you know what? I would probably go up and down the table just to get shape on that 12
Well, and
ball.
if you're not comfortable with it, shoot that. The
Could
cue
play it
ball's
up in
going to
the other
come here,
corner, too.
come right here,
Yeah.
so that you got the natural shape this way.
This situation, though, you know what? That 8 ball's fairly
That
close to the
8-ball's
pocket. You know what? There's no way I'm letting that guy back to the table.
You can't.
No,
you have to do the run out.
Yeah, there's no.
This guy plays too good.
There's no way I'm letting that guy back to the table if I can help it. He's going to call 11 in the corner, which might be the right shot.
As long as you sink it.
Well,
And
that's
he doesn't feel
pretty much true
comfortable
with every
at
shot,
all.
isn't it?
Well, I know, but I'm just saying he doesn't feel.
No, you're
there
right.
You go.
It's
He's
lights
going the
out.
side now.
I mean, it's lights out for the match if you miss it.
Yeah.
So they're waiting on the second table here, I think.
Yeah, they are waiting. I wish they wouldn't do that, but.
He went in the side instead.
Okay, come on. I like to come down a little farther. There you go. Now, just don't focus about anything other than just making this ball, because it's natural coming out towards your next shot.
You know what? And I wouldn't try to get too close to it. I mean, maybe medium length or
Just
something.
make this ball.
Try not to get too close
forget
to
about everything other than just making that ball.
No, you hit it too hard.
Yes, he did. Better get on the other side.
Well, he got away with it. I think he's still got to go.
Okay, now you're
He's got to
cutting
draw
backwards.
to the other rail.
You're cutting backwards.
Yeah.
Well, he's a cue ball.
Hit it too hard.
You better hit it with draw.
He had probably 5 feet of table that he could have left that with a better
been right
angle.
in this area.
Yeah.
But the nerves are going to make you shoot a little harder. Either it makes you shoot a little.
He's almost got to come around a
good
couple
God.
of rails. He's got to come around like 3 rails here. That's how he's playing it.
He
didn't hit it.
overhit it.
It's over.
That's over.
That's the match right there.
He overcut that a mile.
Yep, that's match.
All right, well, you can bet your butt that Bourbon's going to make this one. And then I don't even think we're going to turn off the stream. I might just kick off the broadcast so we get separation. And then there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Bourbon Claw's other team or other crew just won that. So they're moving on to the finals.
It was a good match, though. I mean, it really
was very good.
tight. Yes.
Very good. They kept it really tight.
They were down
pitchers,
9-5. Pitchers was down 9-5 and battled back to even it up.
Was it 9-5 or?
Yeah.
I think it was 9-4.
Was it 9-4 at one point? Mm.
Yeah, I think it was. Great comeback. That was a tough little out he had. All right. Well, I'm going to step out for a little break. I'm going to kick off the broadcast just for a minute. We'll get you all set back up, so stick around. He's trying to be funny this morning, but the coffee hasn't kicked yet.
Oh, it's probably just
It's a tough crowd.
Yeah,
Tough crowd this early. Morning, everybody. Give a big shout out to Grave Tidings, Tony Martin. But could have made that a little harder to pronounce. And Mr. Kevinkins. Those are the ones in the chat room talking to us. I do love my chat room. Gives us something to feed off of. Or feed on.
Getting this started a little later than...
Yeah, they're kind of doodling a little bit. Not a big deal for them. They don't have to move all the pool tables and stuff out after. But ain't no big deal. They got the coin flipping. So they're getting rolling.
So is this what you would, when players take a while to get started, is that what you would define as delayed progress?
Yeah, if they doodle around too much, here's the thing: is most tournaments you got to fit things in such a tight window. Um, for example, let's just use this event. Not that we're in a big hurry today, but let's just say that this event had to be done by a certain time to start the next event, or be done for the night and load out. Race to 11 teams, you normally schedule it 2 hours, and it normally takes roughly 2 hours. The best example to do so everybody can understand the math is singles. If it's a race to 5, you schedule it at an hour and a half. That's 10 minutes a game, because the possible hill match is going to play 9 games to get a winner. It'd be 5-4. So at 10 minutes a game, that's 90 minutes. That's your hour and a half. So if the players come to the table and they're doodling around and messing around and they don't start for 10, 15 minutes, and if they go hill, they're going to run over on average 15 minutes. Then you have to pack up all your stuff, go to the next table. Now that takes an extra 5 or 10 minutes. So now they're starting the next round 20 minutes later. And what happens is that just keeps piling up, and then you never get a break. You're always behind. And that's just not fair to the tournament flow. Because if it goes hill, you take up the 90 minutes. The matches that get done a little quicker, they get a little more break. They get to the next match, get ready, get started, go. It's all math.
So by the end of the day, the tournament can get running pretty far behind because of this.
Yeah, I mean, if this was a full schedule and these guys are, I'm going to guess before they actually start playing their match, it's going to be 10-15. If it goes hill, instead of being done at noon and the next match starting at noon, it's going to start at 12, I would say 12:35, 12:40.
Mm-hmm.
So now you're 40 minutes behind. You're only in the second match of the day. Now if you get 3 or 4 hill matches in a row and they all kind of doodle around a bit, you can add another 10 minutes to each one. By the end of the day, you're 4.5 hours behind.
So both of these teams are on the one-loss side, right?
Yes, this is the third place match. The winner goes to the finals. Looks like they're still doodling with the roster. Hopefully somebody will get us the roster up here so that we know who to pick on or who to high five when they make that phenomenal shot. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Bad Boys TV. This is the final day of the BCAPL 2017 Wisconsin State Championships. We're coming to you live from the Chula Vista Resort. This is the team division. Yeah, baby. It's going to get happening here pretty quick. Probably about 4 or 5 more minutes. They are filling out the score sheets now. Interesting. Let's see. We got Bourbon, Claws, Other Crew versus the Pitchers, Bad Boys. These teams should be fairly even matched. Their combined Fargo ratings 2770 versus 2658 for an average. For Bourbon Claws, the average is 554. And for Pitchers Bad Boys, the average is 532. So only a 20-point difference. That should make it a pretty good battle. Bourbon Claws is undefeated, so Pitchers Bad Boys is going to have to beat them twice. While we're waiting to get these guys going, please step over and click on that like button. our sponsors like that, and that allows us to keep bringing the streams to you for free. Let us know if you can hear us in the chat room. Seem to always have some kind of little, I forget to turn a button on or something. Good morning, Grave Tidings. Welcome back. Seems like we were just here a couple hours ago. Oh. Just a few more minutes, we'll get this baby rolling. So if you're looking for a good cue, I really like OBQs. Break stick and the OB whip. Great jump cue.
I've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, I got a slow motion copy of that, and I know which match it was, so it'll be easier to go back and try to find that little clip, and yeah, I'd like to post that one. But yeah, it would be nice if I had the time to go back and pick like the 10 best shots of the tournament and do a little video that way. And I mean, I might be able to squeeze that in later in the year. We were thinking the other day that's something we should do for every event, but yeah, the problem is if you don't write down the shot and write down the time and the video
Right.
that it's in,
It's hard to
then you have to go
remember.
back and find
Right.
it.
Yes.
Because me and Jeremy were just talking about it the other day. It's like, man, there was in our Texas tournament, there was like 6 or 7 that were just absolutely amazing shots. But the problem being, we didn't think about it until a week ago, and the tournament was a month and a half ago.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was sitting up in the room the other night, and I was like, well, I wonder how many matches we streamed in Texas. And I went back and looked, and it's like 60.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's like, yeah, that's going to be a tougher task than we thought.
Almost enough for somebody to do full time.
Well, if there's any volunteers out there, because the only pay we get for the stream is people clicking the like button.
So, what I hear you saying is, please click the like button if you're watching the stream, because that does
make our sponsors happy.
Yeah.
And they help us out a little bit. Obviously, the more likes we get, the more people that subscribe to our channel, the more we can squeeze out of our sponsors to bring you better features like that. Ricky's his eyes look so tired this morning. I feel bad for him because he was here till the bloody end last night. And I don't reckon he's used to those kind of hours.
Probably not, no.
But he's a trooper. He's here ready to referee for him.
That is true. He's raring to go.
He's like, yeah, I jumped out. Trying to be all energetic this morning. Yeah, I jumped out of bed, made some coffee, made some breakfast.
Well, I can assure you that he did. But other than that,
You're over there rolling around under the pillow going, Seriously, dude, I could have got a half hour more.
Well, the rooms are separated, but a lot of the
You're in
shared
the
stuff is
cooking
in the
area?
same. Yeah,
You're
a lot of the shared stuff is where the
uh,
coffee pot and all the other stuff is where he was conducting his business today. And it just happened to be where I was trying to sleep, but that's all right.
yeah, lucky he's not in the room with the Joneses. We always keep something close to the bed we can chuck at somebody that's making too much noise in the morning.
Oh, that's a good idea. Or you know what you could do. You know what I should have done. Like, and it's really what it's really not a nice thing to do. But like I've heard some people say they like take a spray bottle and spray a cat. Like if the cat
Oh,
like
yeah,
is messing
yeah.
around or misbehaving, they spray the cat. I should have done that with Ricky. You should just had
We've
like
done that.
a spray bottle like right by the side of the bed, so I could just spray him with some water every
a couple
time he woke
squirts.
me
What
up.
the heck are you doing?
Yeah.
Just a couple squirts and holler no.
Mr. Kevinkins, you're what's oh no, not again, as in staticky?
Nah, no static yet. No, he accidentally fell onto this stream and he's been stuck.
Oh, I see.
Let's see. Yep, looks like they're down there filling out the roster. It is 10 a.m. in the Wisconsin Dells. Get this baby wrapped up today. This is the third place match, and then we'll follow that by the finals. And then you got to pack up all these pool tables, load them on the truck, and head home. Yeah, baby. G-Man is in the room with me this morning.
Good morning, everyone. How are you?
You sound a little too awake.
Well, enough coffee will do that for you.
I gotta have a cup of coffee just to get the blood flowing in the morning.
Just slammed some food down, ready to go. Well, it's 10 o'clock. I don't see anyone yet. Some people kind of...
Yeah, this is third place match. Finals is after this.
Grave tidings. Basically, there's 2 for sure, and maybe up to 3, depending on if it goes to a double dip.
Yep. Semifinals and finals. The ladies finished last night. Man, did they have a battle. Their finals started at, I want to say it was like 10 minutes to 9, quarter to 9.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, and they double dipped, and they got done at like 2:15.
Well,
They battled it out. It was something else. They were so tired. There was a point where I don't think anybody could make a ball. It felt like 25, 30 minutes of just. But the last set, about 3/4 of the way through, it was like they just got their second wind. It was crazy. I can tell you, I could barely function in the booth. I couldn't imagine playing under that pressure and being that tired. It's brutal on the brain. Well, I'll tell you, I only see one team out there. I thought the other team was, well, they might be out there. I saw a couple guys come in and start hitting balls across the room. Yeah, here comes another body trolling in at the last second.
So day 5, final day here at the 2017 BCAPL Wisconsin State Championships. A lot of good action, though, we've had this week.
Yeah, there's been some really. I wish I had the time to go back and just pick the shots of the matches. Unfortunately, I get home, I'm home for like 3-4 days, and then got to go do another event. But it would be fun to go through and
I'll tell you that the match that we saw with Tyler, and I forget the other gentleman's name,
Bob McDonald,
where he made that jump shot, jumped over the ball about 2 feet,
Yeah,
and
yeah. I am going to
basically
try
like
to
split the
go back and
balls
put that
like
one
a
up.
spot shot. It was almost even harder. I think it was to the opposite side of the spot where he back cut the ball after jumping it. That was one of the better shots.
3 syllables already. Actually, that was 4 syllables. See, coffee hasn't kicked in yet.
Nice.
4-syllable word before noon. Woo, yeah, baby. Yeah, it looks like everybody is here.
Now we got a fist bump. I think that means we're about ready to start.
Yeah, but nobody's giving me a roster. Bonnie's not paying attention to
I'm
her
going to go on a
phone.
limb here and say Pitcher's Pub is going to be breaking.
Okay, so Pitcher's
First.
Pub, is this them? Yes. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's... Dang, I don't think I got white. I like to try to color code the scoreboard. No, no white. So let's go with light blue, I guess. What's the other team got?
Same
Everybody's in black shirts, man. And they're in black and white too, so
Right.
awesome. Well, they were supposed to bring me a roster telling us who's who. So this might get a little hairy-carry.
Well, maybe they've had to wait. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe
Yeah.
they had to wait until they were completed here. So
Okay. So this is table 1. And pitchers, bad boys, broke, made a ball. And up here on the...
a relatively, excuse me, a relatively nice lane table. It's really the big problem ball here is the 13 ball.
Apparently the room sags in the middle here. Let me look at this. This is table 1. All the balls are on that side. Table 2, which is right next to it. All the balls are on that side.
Oh, that's funny.
It is funny.
What did you shoot? Did you shoot a stripe there? Or
I
solid?
was doodling with showing
was watching you
everybody how
doodle
the
and
tables
miss what he
lean
shot.
together.
It looks like
He
you
better
took
have shot
stripes.
a stripe. 'Cause
Yeah,
he doesn't.
stripes really look best to me, at least. He'd sure love some kind of a downward angle on that 9 ball, so he could kind of tap that 13 a little bit or something. I believe he can make it from where it is, but
I think he's got a little bit of a funky leave here. Because I would really want to be on these 2 balls next, because
right
where the 9 is, I want to shoot it where he's shooting the 15 right now, and he got there. Oh, but he messed up his 9 ball. Yeah, so you didn't want to do that. If he could get here, because where the 9 was sitting, he could shoot the 9 and bump the 7. And
might
have
try
the
to draw
13.
back into him now, but you got to put a good stroke on this one. 12, shoot the 12 and draw back into him.
I think he's going to draw back and then shoot the 10 and draw back into him. I think he wanted to.
That's a lot of angle. He ain't gonna be able to draw that back into him.
Well, I think the 3 is a huge ball right here. Is he looking at a bank?
Cut a combo.
No, I can't combo that. I didn't see him call a pocket though.
Oh, he is shooting a bit.
Wow, and
He
got
must
a
have
nice
more
little
room
bump.
there than I thought he did.
Yeah, yeah. Got a nice little bump. This is a tough one.
Well, he's got to come around. I think he's got to come around a couple rails here.
Come around this way.
Yeah, 3 rails.